it's Jenny and Friends with Steve Marshall here today, and my real funny friend today is Mike Young. Now, you might have seen some of his stand-up before, but if you haven't, you really, really need to go and check it out. And you also have a new movie that's streaming right now, today.
Stealing Jokes. Today's the day. Release date.
I love it, though.
November 1, Stealing Jokes.
Did
available.
you feel like hardcore when you were filming it? Like, you're like, I gotta go. I'm gonna go steal this right now. Like, a heist.
Yeah, I always wanted to do a heist movie.
Oh,
and
where's the van? Like, remember, like,
we have a scene like that. we have a van. Comedians jump in it, but yeah, I got the idea from being on the road for 15, 20 years of stand-up. And, you know, every now and then you'll go off by yourself on the road. And sometimes you'll feel like you didn't quite get what you deserved.
Yeah.
And things go south. And I sort of read about a lot of comedians, like everyone from like Chris Rock to Bill Burr. They've all had Tim Allen. They all had stories about getting stiff for their money on the road. And I was like, what a great idea to flip it around and get what we deserve and rob a comedy club, which we won't do this weekend because we love Comedy Works.
I know, Comedy Works is the best. So, and everyone does say that, like Comedy Works, I think sometimes forget how lucky we are to have Comedy Works here.
Comedy Works Denver, and by the way, you know, I toured with Bob Saget for 10, 12 years. You know, so I was with Bob, and we would come to Comedy Works every year, and we loved it. And sometimes we would do Comedy Works South, where we're at tonight, and then we would shoot downtown and do the other Comedy Works. And we got big love for Denver comedy scene for sure.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Yeah, I love.
He
Bob.
seemed like a really funny guy, like just in general, like.
Oh yeah, you couldn't match wits with Bob.
Yeah.
Bob was the Bob could go toe to toe with anybody. Like. When it came to just improv, banter, radio. That's why radio loved Bob. He was the best. He was incredible. And yeah,
do you like doing radio? Is it something like when you get in front of an audience versus getting in front of a microphone? Could you do both?
I love radio. Yeah. I've always loved radio. Like even years ago when we had like this Young American Comedy tour that we were on, we would all do radio every morning. Just like, you know, that was like the big thing. You would get taken to radio. I always loved it because it's just a conversation. Yeah. And I just like talking. But we would have comics that were unbelievable on stage, but, you know, once they got into a conversation, they would freeze up.
They're like, I don't have this plan.
Yeah, they needed a plan. But I've always liked conversation. So for me, I love radio.
That's us. We don't have a plan. Like we
never have a plan.
He's like, all right. He's like, so how does this show work? Because he just joined the show. And he's like, so how does the show work? I'm like, I don't know.
It just does.
It just does.
We don't actually have anything planned. We just do whatever.
Yeah. Or like this morning I was making fun of him because we had a big meeting yesterday and his wife is like way younger than him. So yeah. And he's like, I was like, women change their hair. This is a thing. He goes, yeah, I know. I was like, oh, I forgot you're married to a little girl. So and then all the guys were like, oh, can you teach a master class? Like, how did you land that one?
Right. They really don't have a plan.
No, not even a tiny bit. Not a tiny bit.
No, there's no plans.
But it's, you know, so you come and you're going to be playing all weekend at Comedy Works South. And then like you get on a plane and then just leave and go to another place? Is this constantly? Or do you have like certain, like, I do this for a week and then I'm off, or I do?
Right now, so we're on the Rock Comedy Tour. So we have a 25-city tour routed. So we are going city to city, and simultaneously, some of the comics actually that are on the tour are in the movie, and so we're utilizing the tour to promote the movie and just kind of get it out there, groundswell, street promotion. We're doing it the old school way, and so to answer your question, yes, I'll be getting on a plane going to L.A. Sunday, and then we go to Nashville, then we go to Boston, then we go to Kansas City. So if you just go to rockcomedytour.com, it has all our dates. Yep. And so this is only the third or fourth city on the tour.
Oh, and so you're just starting.
We're just ramping up.
That's why you have so much energy.
that and a triple espresso.
The 24th city, it's like, yeah, we're the Rock Comedy Tour right now. It's awesome. It's good.
Totally. But by the way, it's also the lack of oxygen from being when you're in the Mile High Stadium or Mile High City, you feel funky.
You feel funky. You're like,
I'm like talking crazy.
Oh yeah. You're like, I can't really understand why I have one beer and then I'm on the floor.
Totally.
And if you've never seen Mike, by the way, because I'm a Detroit boy, and I know Mike from way back a little bit. And
Yep.
it's like he's very funny, and it's a really good show.
Thank you.
So-
He was. I was like, hey, so I do this thing called Real Funny Friends, and they come in like comedians, whatever else. He's like, oh, yeah, cool. Who's coming in? I'm like, Mike Young. He's like, I know him. I'm like, oh,
That is crazy.
it's a small world, right?
It is.
This is
Especially
you're breaking
radio.
him
I
in,
know, right?
gentle.
Yeah, be easy.
We stole him from across the street. So,
Oh, you.
so speaking of heist, I did my own heist. I was
Yes.
like, I think I want him to be my co-host. Come here. I got him in the back of the van with candy.
That's how you do it.
Totally.
You got all the candy from Halloween yesterday. You're
Yeah.
good.
So you didn't have to do Halloween.
No,
You didn't do
I
anything.
got my own candy.
he did too. He actually gave away all his candy, and then he Instacarted $40 worth of candy just for him and his wife.
Yeah, you
I
don't
was
have.
like, that's how you get her in the van.
Yeah, that's how we got her.
Too soon? Too soon. All right. All right.
Listen,
I've been
man,
burning
everyone's
him all
got their
day.
own technique.
Oh my God. You need to teach some techniques for sure. I'm like, I'm just going to die single. It's okay. It's fine. I don't have the candy apparently.
But you got radio.
I got radio. Yes, I have that and a face for it. Everyone always says, like, you have a face for radio. I'm like, now that we do all these videos and stuff like that, it's like, you can't have a face for radio.
No, you're in makeup now. You're doing.
Like, you
know what I
guys
mean?
literally showed up and I was like, I knew I pulled my makeup up for a reason. Dang it. And like, I didn't put it on. So that's why I look a little tired. It's a candy hangover.
Candy Hank, totally.
Those are real.
Those are real for sure. Sugar
Ki-
for sure. Oh,
two,
yeah.
Two Kit Kats, you wake up different. You eat 2 Kit Kats before bed, you wake up one eye shut. They're swelling.
But if you're not careful, you're an entire bag of Reese's peanut butter cups in, and the next thing you know, it's a whole weekend.
Yeah, I keep the candy far from my bed area. If
Oh,
I can.
yeah, you're like, I can't grab it. It's got to be like hard to access. It's got a code on it. It's like in the vault. I like this.
Yeah, we should be sponsored by ice cream.
I love it. So make sure you check him out. Again, Mike Young, he's going to be at the Comedy Works South all weekend long. You can go to comedyworks.com. And thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. And
Thank you.
I
for
love that you
having
guys
me.
got to catch up. And
By the way, we got great comics tonight too. We got Ian Edwards,
nice.
Shantae Wayans, Zainab Johnson. It's like a banging show. So like, trust
So
me
who's
when I
all
tell
in your
you.
movie again? So I
The
know
movie
Michael
is
Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport, Jeff Dye, Haha Davis, Dustin Ibarra. I got comedian Sebastian Maniscalco does a cameo, Paul Verzi, Annie Letterman. I basically casted comedians that could act. Because most comedians can be dramatic.
Yeah.
It doesn't go the other way. Like most dramatic actors cannot
Right.
be funny. It's
Yes.
just the way your genetics work.
Yeah.
But funny people can be dramatic. So these guys killed it. Jeff Dye plays the lead. Haha Davis. I don't know
And
if you
he's
ever had
he's a
him.
good looking one, right?
Yeah,
You always have to have like that token like hot guy or hot girl in a movie.
he plays a younger version of Mike Young. He plays Mike Young in 2007. He plays Mike Young 07. He did a great job though. I'm so proud of these guys and I'm so proud of the movie and it came out today. So please go see Stealing Jokes on all streaming platforms. Yeah, it's a fun heist film.
I know. I was going to say I watched the trailer and I was like, yep. So, and it's good because I feel like we're all done with Halloween now, and all I want to do is like sit on the couch and watch a movie tonight. And I'm done with horror movies now because we're getting ready for Hallmark movies. So in between there, I'll do comedy.
Yeah, comedy's making a big comeback. I don't know if you heard.
It is actually. I think it's funny because I think a lot of people missed it like during COVID and everything, and
Oh yeah.
we missed the ability to laugh because we forgot how to do that and take a joke. So
I think you're right. I think that's why comedy's having just this
Mm-hmm.
moment, just this crazy wave right now, and we're riding it.
I
And
like
so,
it.
The world needs laughter.
it
Let's
does
go.
100%. We need to laugh more because every time you turn on the news, I hate that show. But every time you turn on the news, it's like sad stuff. You're like,
Right, enough is enough.
yep, yeah, we're all gonna be fine. Everybody's gonna be fine.
We're out here healing the world, Denver. Come out tonight.
one laugh at a time.
One laugh, one joke.
He's a hero and a producer and an actor, and yeah, you got them all.
By the way, when you direct movies, nobody ever knows what your job is. They're, like my friends are like, yo, Mike's like a producer, It's a direct. I am a director.
Oh,
but
not
it's-
a producer?
No. I mean, I did produce it, but like it's so funny because people who like aren't in like the movie business, all my friends in Detroit, they're like, yeah, Mike's like in the, he like makes these movies. He's like a producer. They never say director. Yeah. And by the way, I only toot my own horn for director because it's so exhausting.
Oh, I
And
can
I'm like,
imagine.
listen, bro, you're gonna get my job title correct.
I've earned
It
it.
is tiring.
All right, make sure when we post this, it's director.
Right,
it is
or director.
director. All right, we got this. Okay.
Listen, I'm out here promoting myself. You know what I mean? No one else is gonna do it.
Yeah, but I was gonna say you have to, like, especially with what you do, you have to constantly be out there, and people want that. Like, they want to get to know a little bit more about what you actually do.
Yeah, it's a fun job.
Well,
By the
next
way,
time if you need an extra in your So
We'll shoot something here. Look at this studio.
I
This
know,
thing's
right?
movie ready.
It is movie ready.
We got a 3-camera setup. We open on a 2-shot, cut to the wide. Bam.
Show off. Look at him
I
over
was
there,
gonna
open
say-
on a 2-shot.
Is
We
that
changing a
English
lens?
still?
What is that, an XL1? What do you got over there? Bro, I'll hire you.
No, he's ours. Don't be heisting in here, okay?
This is like a film school 101. We got 3-point lighting.
We actually got accepted to be extras in a zombie
The
movie.
zombie
They
movie
were.
last weekend, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. And they're like, yeah, you're going to be there for 9 hours standing around in a 500-person zombie horde. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Like, I got to
Sounds
babysit.
fun.
Yeah. It does not sound
Nah.
fun. No. People don't realize it's a lot of work. But thank you for what you do. Check out the special. Check him out at Comedy Works. Thanks, Mike Young. It's Jenny's Real Funny Friends.
This was funny.